So we've started the descent, and about 2 kilometers into the descent, and this is a place where the descent actually kind of becomes really steep, and it just goes straight down, and the views all along are absolutely spectacular. But the descent is so steep in this trek, we won't be making any videos on our way down, and the next video, whatever is going to be a part of this one, is going to be down below. So since we didn't talk about it on the live, this is a place which is known as the Pansies Pool or Bansuri Vihar by various connotations. It's a very beautiful valley. Starts around the Dhupgarh foothill, goes all the way up to even the Sangam Valley, and what the gorges kind of meet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera around, and you're going to see the various valleys and the gorges kind of meeting. The one that we are going into is not visible from here, but the other two which kind of converge are. So here is what gives you up. I don't know, because it's a bit sunny, so I don't know what is visible and what is not. So you can see one that side and one that side, and there is that one's kind of very steeply and clearly visible. That one's kind of even deeper. You see that one this side. So that one is the one that you cross when you're going climbing up to Dhupgarh, and this is the one that is visible from here. One we are going into is that side, and we're going to walk inside the stream for about a kilometer or so, whatever, and then we're going to come up to the place which is known as Pathar Chata, and then we're going to start our ascent back up. So hopefully we're carrying sufficient provisions not to get kind of too hungry, and enjoy the walk. It does appear a bit sunny, and this gives an impression of it being sunny. It is sunny. Sun is a bit harsh in Pachmari because of the absolutely clear blue sky, but believe me, it's pleasant. It's cool breeze. It's very comforting. So one last dekho, as we call it, onto where we are headed or where we are. I don't know, I have no idea what I'm pointing at. I hope it's the right perspective, and then we're just gonna kind of start walking down. It's a glorious view, but we need to walk, and you do get a kind of sense of dryish kind of a forest right now. Is something which we want to talk about. It's the autumn and the fall season for the sal forest, and it's something.
And now they are going to start showing the leaves very soon.
Yeah.
So it's going to turn red, in fact, with the new
Orangish.
leaves.
It's already kind of starting
and,
to.
Soon it will become cooler also.
It will substantially, and this forest is going to glow green as when you walk and when you drive towards Mahadev, because this is something which was said that we should point out. We were going here and there, and we see a bit of dry kind of deciduous forest. This is not deciduous; it is just going through its fall. It's going to come out absolutely green.
During
and
summers it turns absolutely cool.
And
that's
cool.
why it becomes very cool.
Yeah. So the April and May
March
weather,
March onwards.
yeah, it's going to be kind of really nice.
15th
and
of March.
pleasant. So we're going to start walking down, and
See you at Bansuri
Bansuri. Chalo, see you guys. So this is the boundary of the STR. We have got permits. You don't go beyond, you don't go anywhere in Pachmari without permits. It's a very irresponsible thing to do if you try to do that. Ensure that you have your permits and things in place. And this is where the proper, the core boundary starts, beyond which, of course, you only move with permits. So see you all. So we've reached the first stable part where we thought we can kind of talk.
Yeah.
And behind us, just take a look at this.
Yeah.
Your giant front.
Yeah.
You got to talk about this because you're the one who's done the research on this.
No, not really a research, but this is so intriguing and this is so interesting that one can't ignore it. These are like huge. You can see that they are around at least 8 feet tall. And look at the size of the leaves.
Standing under it.
Yeah, it's around 10 feet big. So this is a fern which is something incredible.
Something which I had honestly not seen or heard really before. All the treks that at least
and
we did.
just hear the trickling water over here. It's just see the lovely ferns growing all around.
So this is the first flat kind of area where we thought we'd have some chocolates.
I'm going to show this rock
Really?
face
Can you
from
try?
where we have just descended.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know because I'm just trying to kind of figure out how it's gonna get. So it was
My
a share.
only concern would be rock bees, which are not very near. I'm glad.
Okay, I'm a
Yeah.
phobiatic on rock bees, having suffered them once, and we have rock cliffs on
So
all
one
sides.
safety thing is that you must always carry some kind of cloth which you should cover immediately around your face and head and neck. Protect yourself from if there are bees. Though these bees are very busy collecting the nectar at the moment.
Yeah,
It's not a
and there are
problem.
no naughty rhesus macaques disturbing their
Hives.
hives. Shall we?
Yeah.
Okay, so Kishore has to now check the forward path. When you are trekking, this is an improvisation that you constantly have to do because there are no set. Each time when there are monsoons, you get these kind of landslides. The rocks collapse. What are traditionally easy walking paths then are no more walkable or accessible. So then you got to improvise. Then you got to change. This is where we've come down from. It's like, well, you got to go back up also. Look at these trees here. Beautiful, ancient, kind of huge girth trees. Beautiful trees. This forest is literally ancient. It's an old forest. It's been here a while. Like nobody comes here. There are places which should be like that. जी क्या कहते हैं
आइए चलेंगे भाई
उस रास्ते से
रास्ता वही है
Got it. Stop, let her go, then move.
हाँ उन्होंने नई
नहीं ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं
Yeah, so now we have reached a spot which is close to the stream, and this place is called Patna Chetta, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So we have now descended quite a lot, and it was just a walk through where the water makes its way, and basically there is no route as such. It's just the a way created by the flow of water, and which is quite okay. Except for at some points it is like kind of at the end of the cliff, so one has to be a bit careful. One has to be careful in any case, yeah.
Do we get chocolates here?
Yeah, we'll get the chocolates here, and I'll just give a go to my new jungle boots. These were really good.
Fine.
It is not at all a commercial for any brand, but generally one should. I was very apprehensive about using these jungle boots for trek, but it seems that only these could have worked over here.
And who persuaded you?
Yeah. So we recommend that you must wear and carry trekking gadgets and apparel.
Always carry if you're doing trails like these. Always don't go by hearsay that the macho things that is doable. It's never fun, So be prepared, and to be prepared, simply wear good footwear, the comfortable footwear, woolen socks.
That's essential.
Yes,
Footwear.
get a good headgear, carry gloves, right? We're not doing so right now. Is the first note for the next trek.
Yeah, we realized that it was really
Because
needed.
the leather gloves, the trekking gloves, which are there, the specialized ones, They are mandatory, they are essential, because you're holding veins, you're holding rocks. At times when you're slipping, you're trying to hold on to the grass. It's going to just cut through you. I'll just get up and kind of.
There are actually there are some grass over here. You get those thorns stuck to your clothes over here, like these. So you need to just remove it. You can't really escape those because of course it's a natural process of distribution of seeds of these plants. So
You're distributing them.
yeah. So all the animals or whichever carrier they can find, they'll always get stuck to them. And so we were we were a victim of that at the moment. I got some stuck to my.
Let's show the perspective of where we are. This is where we're going to go. You can see it's a stream, and now it's a walk through this, because just look around, we are in a valley, right? It's just hillside all around, and this side. So this is where this is the downstream. The water is flowing that side, and perhaps you can see Kishore also is trying to get some videos, for later on perhaps. But this is what matters. This is where we are going to go, and this side there you can see the water and you can see the cliff, and there's no other way to go, from here on except through the water, and our way up is on the other side, about maybe 2 kilometers from here, and just walking through the water and then kind of getting to that place and then starting our climb back up. So it's going to be evening by the time we do get up. We've got sufficient food. That's one thing that this person here ensures at all times. Lots of food, lots of munchies, and this time there are chocolates and chocos. So I'm going to get to the chocolates and chocos, and we're going to get back to you soon again. So before we move on, some grub and kind of sandwiches, post the chocolates and the chocos, and the famous jungle boots have now come off and they're going to be, and so we carry our slippers, we change into easy tracks, the jeans come off, and so it's just a short break, eating, and then kind of moving on. Also Kishorji trying to get his trousers up, because it's going to be a wade.
We'll be moving in the water now.
Yeah, wading
It's
through
going
water.
to be really exciting.
Yeah, and so let's see. It's going to be quite a walk. It's going to be a very, very different experience, and it's a fairly long one. Yes, I'm sounding apprehensive, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.